I lied to you guys. Like, really bad. I told you guys that I was gonna go through and I was gonna beat the Ender Dragon before the start of fall. So about September 20th. Um, the date of me recording this is September 1st. This is probably gonna be posted afterwards. And this is only episode 2. And I'm not even remotely close to beating the Ender Dragon. And yeah, I basically went through and said, I'm gonna beat the Ender Dragon before September 21st, and then I just made different videos, and I stopped playing this world, and we just did one episode. And so now we are nowhere closer to beating the Ender Dragon, and we have 20 days. So I don't know if I'm actually gonna beat it by that goal, but we can always try, I guess. The last time you guys saw this world, we had quite literally just gone through and built a dirt hut and walked for the whole episode. That whole first episode was just walking simulator, and that's just what we did. Um, oh, there's a thing back there behind me. So earlier I decided to record episode 2, and it ended tragically, like really tragically. I died. Um, and actually, I'm gonna tell you guys a story of how I died and how I messed up and how I almost lost the whole world and had to restart or just scrap the series or something. So first of all, I built a house. It's kind of ugly. It's an ugly brick of wood, but I built a house, and this is exactly where the dirt hut was. So this is like all the exact same as the dirt hut, but I built a house on top of it. By the way, this was all recorded. So I recorded myself building this house, and so I went through and I explored in this direction, and I was just, yapping the whole time. So I go in this direction, yapping, okay, and I keep going this way, and what do I find as I get over this hill? A village. So I'm like, whoa, I didn't even know there was a village over here. So I ended up building my house right by a village, and I was like, okay, that's pretty cool. So I go through, I check out the village, um, I'm exploring the village, and then I come over here to where this hole is, and I discover this ravine right here. I'm like, okay, that's super cool. We have a ravine. Looks like it goes pretty deep. And so now I go back to my little hut, okay? This ugly hunk of wood I built. Okay, so I go back to the hut and I get all geared up. And I guess I didn't have much gear. So I get all geared up. I look around a little more. I do a little more exploring. And I go back over here to this ravine, okay? So I go over to the ravine and I climb down into it. And I'm kind of just. I climb into the ravine and I'm just doing stuff, right? Like I'm finding some iron, so I start mining some iron and I'm just getting the iron and some of the other ores and just collecting some stone. I'm just mining basically. So I decide to go a little further into the ravine, and to my shock, I drop down and I hit the ground, and the next thing I know, a creeper just like falls on top of me. So there was a creeper and it just fell on top of me. And so now I'm like, crap. So I fall, take a bunch of damage, creeper falls on top of me, creeper explodes, I die. Okay, I'm like, no biggie, right? Because my house is here, ravine's right here. I'm just like, I know exactly where I am. And so I just hit respawn, no thought. I hit respawn, and next thing I know, I'm spawning inside of a tree. I'm spawning inside the same tree I spawned in at the very first of the first episode. So now I'm spawned inside this tree, and I'm kind of like, wait, what the heck happened? And then I realized something. I put a bed right here, expanded the hut, and then moved my bed right here. And what did I forget to do? I forgot to reset my spawn. So now I have no idea where I am in the world, okay? So I'm like in the middle of nowhere. I have no idea where I am. And so I'm like, okay, I'm just gonna go back. I'm gonna watch my first video and we're just gonna figure out where I went from there. And so I pull up the first video and I just cut the video so much that I had no idea where I went. It's like impossible to tell where I went in the world because there's so many cuts. And so I'm like, crap, and I didn't take chords at all. So I had no coordinates and I had no idea where I was. And I'm like, what am I gonna do? And I kind of crashed out. I was mad. I was like, frig, I just lost this whole world over a stupid mistake. And yeah, so I just stopped recording and I was like, okay, whatever. And then I went to go save the recording and the whole file got corrupted. So now I like don't even have this footage of me dying and I don't have the recording and I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so annoying because it's like I can't use the footage, I can't do anything, so I'm like, what do I even do with myself? Because there's like nothing for me to do, right? So, I don't I get back on a little later and I'm like, okay, I have an idea. So I go through and I spawn back into the world and I figure out the seed. So I get my seed and now I go to one of those seed maps, which I don't know if that's cheating or not, but I didn't take my chords. I had no idea where I was. I had no idea where my base was. I was kind of desperate because I was like, I just built this base and I just did all this work on this world and now I have to restart, like, you know? So I go to the seed map and I watch the video and I start going through and finding biomes that I'm passing through in this video. So I'm looking at all these biomes and I am putting these biomes to where I can see them. How do I make a bucket? Wait. Uh-huh. So now I'm just setting the map to where I can see these biomes. And there's a specific spot in the video, the last video, because I'm just watching over this video just over and over and over again. Which after a moment you get kind of annoyed of just watching your voice, I guess listening to your voice over and over again. But, so I'm watching this video over and over again, and I get to a spot where there's this huge amplified mountain, which if you watch the video, you might know what I'm talking about. So there's this huge amplified mountain and a spruce forest. And this is where I originally wanted to put the spawn in the world. So I guess not the spawn, like my base. And so I'm like, okay, cool. So I go in there, and there's a swamp hidden right behind the taiga, the taiga. So there's this swamp behind the taiga, and I'm watching this part of the video, and I'm like, hold up, how often is there a huge mountain, a swamp, and a taiga all right next to each other? So what do? I input that into the seed finder. And now I am looking over the whole map, trying to find out where there was a small taiga, a swamp, and this mountain. And it's kind of hard because I'm like not entirely sure what I'm doing. I've never done anything like this, so I'm, kind of lost and I'm getting kind of frustrated because it's like there's so much going on in the map and I just have no idea where anything is. So eventually I get to a spot that I think could be it. And so, there's a small little taiga in the front, and then the swamp is huge though. And I'm like, I don't remember the swamp being that huge. So I go through and I I'm gonna put up a farm. Just actually, I don't think I want to put it right behind. Anyways, okay, so now I go back in the video and I start seeing what biomes are right before this swamp. As I'm in a boat and I'm going down the ocean and I'm going along the bay. So I'm like, okay, so what biomes am I passing as I'm going in front of all, like as I'm approaching this stuff? So I'm passing some biomes, and what I notice is there's a frozen lake that I pass, and then there's some frozen tundra and frozen plains, I think is what it was. So I'm like, okay, I kind of have a lead here. I am passing all this stuff, which could be, you know, part of my way towards where my base was. So this has probably been like an hour at this point. I am like working for an hour, I'm still a little frustrated. I'm like, I can't believe I even lost the world at this point. And I'm just like, because if this doesn't work, I just wasted an hour of my life, right? Just an hour that, I could have just been restarting the world and doing stuff like that. So I go through and farm. So I trust my gut instinct and I go through and I follow it. I just go to where this random spot on this map is on this seed world. So I find the chords and I just follow the coordinates. And it was definitely a long walk and I'm like, I don't even know how I ended up over here. And I start pulling up on it on the boat and it is the exact same like mountain as it was in the video. And so now I'm just so happy. I'm like, okay, so this is one step closer. So I keep watching the video, and from there, I'm like, I'm not entirely sure where I go. But then I see another huge mountain that's in the video, and you might not recognize it from this side, but on the other side, it's the other huge mountain that I pulled up on in the video. And I see that one, and I was like, oh my gosh, wait, so like my base is like right here. So this hour of my life that I spent just staring at the seed map was actually working. And I didn't realize how close my base was. And so I come over and I pull up right here in this area and I just start walking over here. And I'm like, please work, please work. Like, I am like, I have no idea. At this point, I was pretty sure my base was another 1,000 blocks that way. And so I start climbing up this hill, and I have never been more relieved to see a massive hunk of wood. I was so shocked. I was like, oh my gosh, like it worked. Like I went through and I did all that stuff and it worked. Like I actually found it. And so I was so happy. Like I didn't think I could be ever that happy for just seeing like this really ugly base that I built. Which yes, I know it's ugly. And I was just like, oh my gosh, like how did I find this? And so now here I am. And so I go back into that cave, and my stuff was all still there. So um, I I guess I was like, it's gonna be despawned. It's been 5 minutes, but I forgot that you have to be like near it, like within like what is it, render distance or whatever of it. And so because I was so far that like none of my stuff despawned either. So it's like I gotta go back in the cave. I gotta pick up all my stuff, and it was super cool. Um, yeah. So that is how I almost lost this world. Now, I did go through and do some off-camera mining, typical Minecraft YouTuber stuff, but that's because I was kind of just in shock and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go through and get myself all the way protected before I record the next video because I can't just like die in the video this time because like I think I can't just die twice, you know, like in a row. But I did learn that in here there are some diamonds. And so I didn't mine them. I saved them so then we can mine the first diamonds together. So I'm just gonna real quick show you guys where exactly I had died the first time. There's some diamonds if you can't tell. I had walked over here. Oh, hello, sir. And I got right here to this edge and jumped down, and I assume the creeper came from right up there, where that skeleton came from. But I just jumped down, creeper jumped on top of me, and then I died. And that was kind of it. I was like, oh man, so I died right there where that skeleton is. Um, so I didn't even get to mine the diamonds. So there's diamonds there, there's some diamonds there, and then there's some iron right there. But I basically just went through, collected a bunch of iron from this cave, and then left a lot of these other stuff, like these goodies that are in here. I didn't fully explore the cave, so there's definitely some more stuff in here that needs to be explored. But I figured I might as well do that, just to make sure that, you know, I'm safe. So we're gonna go through. We're gonna mine these diamonds. We're gonna get the first diamonds of the world. And we're gonna be so happy because I didn't lose the world. Almost did, but I didn't. There we go. Did I just throw it? No! It just burnt. I threw it on accident. No. No. Oh man. I can't believe I just threw the diamond. I'm like first diamond of the world. I just sacrificed it into the lava. Oh man. Okay, well, second diamond of the world right there. Um, the first one died in a tragic accident, so I guess we're gonna bridge over and get that one, the third diamond of the world. RIP the first diamond, I guess. I don't know. That was really tragic, I guess. Oh man, I can't even believe that. That was ridiculous. Oh, I am so disappointed in myself, actually. I can't believe I just threw that. There are like 4 different spots to just. Oh, hello. I'm just here to collect some wood, sir. Not wood, stone. Oh my gosh. I can't believe I just threw that diamond. What a rookie am I? Oh, okay, there we go. At this point, you guys can probably believe that I did throw that diamond. I have to protect the diamond from the lava and myself. Yay. I can't believe that. How did I just throw the diamond? That is so sad. Oh, I guess we gotta see if there's anything else down here. Oh, yay. Okay, we got some more diamonds. That's fine. All is good because I found. Look at that. 4 W. Okay. We got some more diamonds. These ones I will not sacrifice. Probably. Whoa. I thought that like diamonds were like impossible to find on the surface. I guess like surfaced. Does that make sense? Like I thought they had to be. That's it. Is this 9? That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay, we got 14 diamonds. That's. Yes, I don't know how diamonds work now in this version. I guess I don't know how diamonds work once there's deep slate. Oh, whoa. I almost just walked right past these ones. I'm in the jackpot. This is crazy. I'm getting tons of diamonds. Are diamonds usually this easy to find? That's 22. There's more? There's more up here. Wait. What? I don't know how dark it is on the... But there's more. But there's an amethyst right there too. Come back to me. I don't know if there's anything else down here. Are diamonds usually... Oh. Man-shaped hole. Suspiciously shaped. At this point, this is really hard to see. There are so many diamonds in here. This is actually kind of crazy. I don't even... I have 24 right now. Okay, let's get back up out of here. Oh, what? There's more diamonds. What? I'm like actually in shock. There are so many. This is so cool. I've never actually seen one of these. Whoa. I'm like actually kind of shocked. Okay, hopefully there's no other diamonds in this cave, because I can't see very well. That's crazy. I've never found this many diamonds all put together. Whoa. Did I go up here yet? I don't think so. Oh, but there's some growling. They growling. Whoa. Heck. Oh. This is right where I came from. I went down there and looped up that way. That's really silly. Wow, okay. What is that? Is that a mine shaft? Just like a huge wood pillar right here. This is a mine shaft? Is it? Whoa! And diamonds! I'm not entirely sure how Java combat works. This is crazy. Hello. You can just stay up there. It would help if I had torches. Wait. Oh, I'm so big brained. Okay. Whoa. This is pretty dope. There's a whole mine shaft in here. Whoa, a chest. Golden apple and torches. That's what I've been looking for. Somewhere else would be cool too. Then we can have some rails. Name tag, glowberries, more rails, activator, bread. Why is it? Oh, there's torches like in the mine shaft. Oh, we just have to figure out how to get out. So we're gonna go this way. Did I open this one already? I did. But which way did I come from though? Hello. This way it looks. Yeah. Okay. Then I came from over here. And I came in right here. That's pretty cool. Okay, I'm gonna go back to the surface. And yeah, we got. Oh, like it just barely became daytime. That's pretty sweet. None of our farm has grown though, but that's okay. Can't believe I dropped those diamonds earlier. That was actually crazy. Um, yeah. Well, let me know if you guys would like more story times like that. I kind of just yap, and I'm kind of good at yapping, I feel. So if you guys like stuff like that, let me know, and maybe I can do some more story times in each of my videos where I kind of just yap and just let loose. Only if you guys are interested, of course, but you should be interested. What is that? A massive hole. Okay. Anyways, um, we will continue this video, not this video, this series for realsies, and hopefully beat the Ender Dragon soon. Bye.